Hi everybody, James here from Gold Busters. Just thought I'd jump online to just do a quick video regarding the right time to buy and what the price of gold is doing right now. We have quite a lot of people on a regular basis asking us when is the right time to buy. Is the right time now? So hopefully I'm going to explain that, and hopefully it'll make it a bit clearer in your head when the right time to buy is. I don't think there is a wrong time to buy, really, which I'm going to explain in a minute. I don't think there is I mean, at times I've thought so, but as I've progressed and spent more time within the business, we've been doing this for 5-6 years now. We've been helping people to invest in precious metals. Over that time period, it depends on your strategy and how long you're going to be invested in precious metals. For most people, it's a long-term thing. So for most people, there isn't a wrong time. It's only when you're making bulk buy payments, really. If you can avoid buying at a peak, then that is the best time to buy, if you can avoid that. But who knows when the actual peak is, all right? And there's always peaks in precious metals. If you look at the charts, there's always peaks that are higher down the line, a couple of years down the line. So it swings and roundabouts, really. But I'm going to show you I'm going to show you a chart anyway to try and explain this properly. I don't want to confuse you. I'll try and explain it properly now. So where's our charts? Here we go. This is from goldprice.org. This is over the last 30 years, which I brought up earlier. So if you look over here, let's just say, so if you bought in May 2006, you bought then, it was $662 an ounce, and then it dropped. And then it dropped in June 2006 to $621. So if you bought at that peak and then it dropped, you thought, oh, that's not good. But then it's gone up again. And if you look at it here, look, it's gone up to, in April 2008, it's a couple of years down the line, it's $924 an ounce, or $973 an ounce. But again, if you bought here and you're there, great, quids in. But again, if you bought right at the top here, what was that? $973 in March 2008, and then it dropped from December 2008. Is that November 2008? It was down to 749. You might be thinking, oh, I bought at the peak. That's no good. But again, if you're doing it long term, look. It's evened out just about when you get to February 2009, and then it started to climb again. So again, what I'm saying is peak, trough, peak, trough, peak. Obviously, it's dropped again there. Look, it's only a small one there from what was this? 4th of December to 4th December 2009, December 2009 to end of February 2010. So a couple of months. So if you bought there again, it's gone down, you'd be like, oh. But if it's a long term again, think if it's like 10, 20, 30, 40 years, for most people, it's at least 5 years, 5, 10, 20, it's at least 5 years. And for most people, it's for life. It's they put money into gold for their pensions or for their children's education. They start when the children were little babies, or what have you. So that's what we class as long term. Anything over 5 years, I would say personally, but everyone's got their own view on that. Because you want time for your precious metals to appreciate. Because if you started over here, look, 1992, look, it just went along sideways really for a long time. But if you were buying precious metals over this whole time, and you were just buying and holding, you didn't need the money, so you were putting it into assets instead, or an asset, i.e. gold. Look what it did then. 2006 started going up. Well, 2006-ish. All right, start going up. All right. So what I'm saying is, when you buy, then it drops, and the price of the value of gold drops. You buy here, buy at a peak, buy at a peak. And these are all peaks, peak, 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 and it's dropped afterwards, taking a breather, and it's shot back up again. Do not worry about it. If it's a long-term thing, I do not give two hoots personally. I really don't care. I'm buying and holding and buying and holding. So that's over the last 30 years. Look where we got a height. We got a peak last year, August last year. That's the highest it's ever been. And it came back down again, and now it's starting to recover again. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Last 5 years. Here we go, look. So that was August last year. So it come back down, and now it's starting to, it's rebounded. Well, I actually made a few more bulk buy payments down here. Just to explain, I mean, I personally buy just little amounts every 2 weeks. So I benefit from what's called the pound cost averaging effect. So even when the price was dropping here, I was happy. I'm happy, very happy. Because if I was paying, it's different what I put in every 2 weeks, I put different amounts in. But let's just say it was 500 euros a month. Because the price is dropping, that's a good thing in my view, because that 500 euros is buying me more gold. So every 2 weeks, it's dropping, dropping, dropping. I'm actually getting more gold for my money because the price of gold is dropping. So as soon as it starts going up again, then guess what? That gold that I've just bought at a sale, let's just say it was a sale, isn't it? It's a discount. I see this as being a sale when the value drops. It's like going into the shops and there's a sale on. So I buy. And if it gets to a certain point, I think it's going to do a turnaround, which I did here. I actually bought at the right point. I made some bulk buy payments here. So, because I could see it was going to turn. I'm not a trader by a long shot, all right? I'm not a trader, but I do keep an eye on the prices and a little bit of education in this. And if you keep an eye on it, you can sometimes see where you think it's going to turn. Basically, because it got to about the $1,700 mark, $1,700 mark, I thought, yeah, I'm going to get some now because it's quite cheap. I'm expecting it to go up in the long term still. A long shot because of all the printing of money that's going on right now. We've just done a video with Charlie Ward, another video trying to warn people and prepare people for what to come in. It's in the papers a lot more now. It's in the news a lot more now. They're talking about inflation, and I've seen a lot more emails and just messages about gold and inflation. So it's becoming mainstream now. People are talking about it. It's coming, people. It really is coming. So. A way that people have always protected themselves through history, if you do your own research, is by putting their money, their currency, taking it out of the banks and putting it into saving in precious metals, investing in precious metals, swapping your currency for precious metals. It's a safe haven. It's a hedge against inflation, because you cannot have this. You can't have that much currency in the supply. You just can't put that much currency out there into the world. You can't. The supply of currency at the minute is ridiculous. The amount of money that they are printing is ridiculous. Globally, they printed out of all the currency that's ever been printed, 25% of it was printed in 2020. Right? So every single dollar, pound, yen, euro, whatever is worth less. Every single day that you hold it, it's worth less. It's buying you less. So if you keep your savings, your wealth in paper currency, you're actually losing money hand over fist. You've got to swap it for something else. So you swap something, paper currency is something of plenty. They can just keep printing it. That's why it loses its value. There's no limit to it. There's no cap. There's no like market cap, you might say. There's no cap on it. So you just swap something of plenty for something of scarcity, precious metals, i.e. gold and silver for us personally. You swap something of plenty for something of scarcity and keep it as simple as that. And this is why the price is starting to rise again. It's hit the 1900 mark at the minute. It's bouncing off that in the minute. But we think long term, it's still going to keep going up. It's still going to keep going up. It is. It can't not. Again, we haven't got crystal balls, but it just can't not go up. It really can. But again, that's not actually my main. That's not my. It's not the main reason why I actually personally invest in precious metals. I invest in precious metals personally because I want to take back control. I want my precious metals out of the banks, because your money, when it's in a bank, your savings in a bank, isn't owned by you. Do your own research. Look at it yourself. It isn't owned by you. It's on their balance sheet, not yours. So I want my savings, my hard-earned savings, my wealth on my balance sheet, not theirs. So that's why I buy precious metals. And yes, I like the growth, but it's mainly so I can take back control of what's mine, not theirs. Right? When your money's in the bank too, they take advantage of you. When it's in your own pocket, you do what you want. You take responsibility for your own finances. So yeah, so hopefully that's explained it a little bit better. Don't worry about the peaks and troughs. You just buy and forget about it. I mean, most of our customers, when I'm saying most, a lot of them buy monthly. A lot of them buy like £100 a month, €100 a month, whatever. And they just forget 10, 20, 30 years in the future, they benefit from the pound cost averaging effect. And then we have some people that, well, a lot of people that make bulk buy payments. One-off bulk buy payments, or maybe or every now and again they make a bulk buy payment. Or some people do both. I personally do both. I like the set and forget, benefit from the pound cost averaging effect, but I also like to bulk buy when the prices drop below a certain level, like they did here. They got to the $1,700 mark, $1,700 mark per ounce. So I made a couple of big bulk buy payments to benefit, because I just knew it was going to turn, and I could see what's happening in the future. But we've had some people got a little bit confused between buying monthly and bulk buying. We've had people come to us that might have $50,000 in their pocket, but they've not bulk bought with that. They've gone in, they've wanted to save 50 or 100 euros a month or dollars a month instead. That doesn't make sense. If you have got $50,000 in the bank, in our view, again, we're not advisors, we only educate people. You'd want that out, don't you? Because they could take it from you. Because again, money in the bank it's on their balance sheet. They can do whatever they want with your money, all right? So you want it out of there anyway, don't you? That's the main thing for me, control, taking your money back and doing what you want with it to get it out of the flipping bank. And I would make a bulk buy payment in that scenario, because you get it a lot cheaper. The more you buy of anything in life, the more you buy of anything generally, yeah, you get it cheaper, don't you? You get it a lot cheaper. You get a better buy price for it. So you'd make a bulk buy payment for that. People who buy it monthly, £50, £100 a month, generally, they're people that haven't got thousands and thousands of pounds. So they just do what they can. It's a savings plan, right? They can just set and forget. They don't want to think about it. But I actually personally do both. I like to benefit from both. But yeah, please don't get confused between that. But it doesn't matter too much, because you can just give us a call. Give the team a call. Just give us a call. Adam will speak to you. A guy called Adam Shardlow. He's like one of the main men. Well, he's the main man, really. He knows his stuff. He knows it inside out, the business. And he's here to help you. You know, he really does care. And he won't advise you, but he'll direct you. He'll help you. He'll help you find out what's best. He'll help you decide what's best for you. All right? Depending on your situation. But everybody's situation is different. But I'm just trying to explain not to worry about the peak, about when it drops in value, when gold drops in value, because I just personally buy more. I just buy more. So when it goes up, you know, there's been a sale on, so I just buy more. When it's going down, so when it goes up again, guess what? Because I've got more gold to go up in price. So it's a different thinking. Most people who don't understand it start panicking when the price drops. Whereas we clap our hands, we're like, yeah, brilliant, there's a sale on. Yeah, it's different thinking. It's just educating yourself and understanding it properly. But please don't worry, because there's lots and lots of peaks on this journey. Lots of peaks. Look, peak there, peak there, peak there, peak there, peak there, peak there. And if you bought at the peaks at the time, you thought, oh, you know, the following week if it's dropped, you'd be a bit gutted at the time. But precious metals, long term, do that. And I honestly can't see, personally, myself, I know I've said this already, but I personally can't see it going any other way. Because globally, and we've done all that, I wouldn't say this unless I've done a lot of research, unless I was confident in what I was saying was correct, all right? But globally, the currency, the printing of currency is just gone. It's gone for most countries, it's gone like that, and it's starting to go like that, going vertical. I mean, Venezuela, the amount of currency you need in Venezuela right now to buy a toilet roll, you're better off using the currency. It's a pile like this, a big pile of currency. You're better off using the currency itself. All right? as toilet roll because there's more of it due to inflation, hyperinflation. I mean, they're really getting hit by it. It's really sad. They're getting hit by it big style. Argentina's not doing too well. There's lots of countries on that list. You know, it's coming to us all. It's coming to us all. I'm telling you, it's coming to the US. If you look at the figures, it's going like that. Like I said earlier, the more currency that's printed, this devalues the currency, and you can buy less with it. And because it's being printed at such a rate right now, ridiculous rate right now, the value of our pound, euro, yen, dollar, whatever, is dropping like a rock. So you've got to swap it for something else. You've got to swap it for something that's deflationary, something that is a hedge against inflation, which is gold and silver, precious metals. There is other things, but that's what I also do crypto. But you need to know what you're doing a little bit more about crypto. You need to understand it. So anyway, you can contact me regarding that if you'd like. I'll point you in the right direction. We're precious metals specialists mainly. We can't be specialists at everything, but we're precious metal specialists really. And but we also do cryptocurrencies. Well, I do personally. So I know a little bit about it, and I'm still learning. But I invest in cryptocurrencies, and I've done really well actually from investing in cryptocurrencies. So I know a little bit. So if anybody wants to ask me, I'll point them in the right direction and make sure they're looked after. Again, what's best for you, not for me, what's best for you. But it's just the worst place for your currency, what I'm saying is in a bank. The worst place you can have your currency, your savings, your hard-earned savings is in a bank. You need to get it out of the bank, get it into assets, get it into either land, yeah, precious metals, land, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. All right, let's get it out there. Take back control of what you earn. Take back control for you and your family. Take back control of your personal economy. Right, I said I'd keep this short and sweet, but I'll try not to say much more. I'll leave you to it. But hopefully that's helped. That's helped, all right? And hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. But if it doesn't, just call us and we'll help you. We'll help you out. Or jump on our webinars. We've got our webinars running every 2 weeks. We've got one tonight, actually, 8 p.m. tonight, our webinar, our next webinar, which is Friday the 28th of May. I had to think about it then, 28th of May, 8 p.m. So if you'd like to jump on the webinar, just go to goldbusters.co.uk, click on the webinar sign up link, just put in your details. And you can even ask any questions there if you've got any questions you want us to answer on the evening, tonight tonight. You can put your questions in there and we'll answer them. Yeah, please support us on YouTube and BitChute, and subscribe and like our videos if you like them, of course. All right, and try and support us, because if you support us, we can support you more. Right? You help us, we can help you. Thanks for listening, everyone. You take care. We're here to help you in any way we can. So just get in touch. Even just get in touch to have a chat if you want to chat to us. All right. We're very approachable, very happy people, and we just like helping you. We like helping people. All right. So take care. Bye now.